All right, we are live. We are live. Welcome everyone to the Monday night ladies' night of the Unit of Prosperity Team Testimonial Hangout. I am Keisha Bass. I am just honored to host tonight along with my good friend Jennifer Glidden. She's gonna co-host with me tonight. And I got all these lovely, lovely ladies that are here to tell their story. You're gonna hear it live, documentation, conversation. I need somebody to mute out. I'm hearing myself, but documentation beats conversation. So we want to bring on the ladies so you could hear them you can hear their stories. We have some amazing stories tonight from some people, and I am so excited to hear from them. So I am going to get this party started, and I'm just going to go, from, from left to right, right to left, whatever you're seeing. It goes to show you that, knowing your left and right doesn't matter when you want to make money. Ha ha. But I'm going to start at my left with none other than Miss Valerie. Valerie, take it away. Tell us about yourself.
All right, Keisha, I wasn't expecting to go first. I'm usually last.
You'll be all right.
I know. It's because, the last initial. But thank you so much for having me, Keisha, Mrs. Keisha Bass. My story, well, I've been trying to find a business that works for me for about 20 years, and that's no exaggeration. I've done everything from like psychic hotlines to Yahoo stores and home parties, and it was always something that just didn't work for me, and I struggled. And it wasn't until last year that I found DS Domination around the end of September. I heard about it from a sponsor. I was in an MLM already, and my sponsor told me about it, and so I said, okay. She said, here, check this out, join. And I said, okay. So I joined, and I really didn't pay any attention at first. And then I gave it a few days, and I listed my first item, and it sold, I think, like 2 days later. And I was just like, okay. I thought maybe it was like a fluke. And then, like, 2 more items sold, like, the next day and then, like, the day after. And I was like, oh, wow, this actually might work. And, I was coming from an MLM where I could not recruit. I mean, I couldn't do anything. And I was, in search of residual income, and it just eluded me for so long. So my first month with DS Domination, I made $3,000 in profit from eBay alone. And that was strictly no recruiting, just all eBay sales and profits, and no one was more surprised than me. And then beginning of November, I decided to share the opportunity with just like posting on Facebook and making videos, all free marketing. And in the efforts to grow residual income, and I set my intention in November to make $500 in affiliate sales, and I made like $700. And December, I set an intention to make $1,500, and I ended the month with $2,900. So say that.
Can you do that? I'm sorry, I missed that. Can you go back? Wait, you went too fast, Val. Go back.
Sorry.
Go back.
What part do you want me to go back to?
So you said you set out to do $500 in affiliate
in sales in November, and I made $700 in November. And then December, I said, well, okay, I'm going to set an intention for $1,500, and I ended up making $2,900. So, yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. And now, like January, my intention was going to be $3,000. It looks like I'm going to make about $4,000 or $5,000. So I'm definitely on track to like exceed my intentions every single month. So when people ask, does DS Domination work? It works. It works on the eBay side. It works on the affiliate side. And I didn't even think about the affiliate side at first. I just wanted to make some quick cash, and I did. So my success with DS Domination has just been, it's been life-changing.
Wow, that is, we kind of came out of the gate like, so Val, let me understand, your first month in DS Domination. Now, did you have prior like experience on eBay and stuff? Did you,
I listed one I listed one thing for sale like maybe 5 years ago. It was like a personal item, and and I didn't know what I was doing, and it sold for like nothing that I hoped it would sell for, and that was my only experience. So the video showed me exactly what I was doing wrong when I set up my eBay and my PayPal, and I learned from like the very first video what I was doing wrong.
Wow. Okay, awesome. That's good. And Val, now you work full time, right?
I sure do.
And you're able to actually do this business and work full time. Can you talk about that?
Absolutely, yeah. I was so determined, after I got that first sale, I was determined to just list as much as I could. So I made it a goal to list between 10 and 15 items a day. That was me. I was like 5-6 hours a night. I was just super dedicated, and my results showed it. And now I don't post as much on eBay because I realize I don't need to do that 10 to 20 items a day to make the sales. I just make sure I post as much as I humanly can. So some days I post 5, some days I post 10. I do what's comfortable. Plus I'm also building the affiliate side of the program. So I do my marketing as well. I no longer spend 5-6 hours a night, but I do work my business, and it's something that you have to be committed to. And if you're willing to put in the time, it can happen. Like right now, I usually get home around 7 o'clock, and I might make a couple of phone calls, and I'm grinding it out to maybe 10, 11. I'm always on Facebook. I'm answering my team's questions. I'm doing my marketing. I'm posting my items. It's something that I do. And even though it's a 9 to 5, this is something that it's my baby, and it's going to pay off in the long run. It's already paying off in the short run.
Wow. Awesome. That is just incredible. Thank you so much, Val,
Thank you. Always a pleasure. Thank you for having me again.
Oh, I know. We love you. Thank you so much. Guys, I just want to just, put out the income disclaimer that there may be some incomes and everything that are discussed here tonight. We may talk about different incomes and different results, and I just want to, to really put this out here. Now, everybody's results are going to be totally different. Although Val was able to get in and in 1 month make $3,000 in profit, okay, that's not, we can't guarantee that'll happen for you, right? But I will guarantee you that it's possible. Now that I can say that if you do the work, right, but you can't list 2 items and then want to pull in $3,000 profit, okay? You heard her, what she said is that she actually was putting in some work, and making money it takes some, there's some work that's involved, right, in the process. Okay, now you may at some point, people say, well, I don't want, I want to live a life of freedom. Well, when you make enough money, then you pay people to do, what you don't want to do, and you live a life of freedom. Okay, so, but in the beginning, you're going to be grinding it out because you're building something on a strong foundation. Okay. So I wanted to make sure I got that out there, because some people get in, they get discouraged, like, oh my God, I didn't make the sale in 2 hours. Well, I mean, come on, right? Let's just, it's possible, but it's not guaranteed, okay? Awesome. Thank you, Val. You're so awesome. And next up, Rachel. I see your lovely picture. Are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you.
Okay, awesome.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I've been in the internet marketing, network marketing industry for about 6 years. I've came in for a while, had no success, learned some marketing skills, learned some different trainings, then was able to recruit. Company went out of business. After the company went out of business, guys, gotta go. You gotta go. The kid's been in the house for 2 days, and I think it's starting to get next to them. So I got into a company, was recruiting well. The next, I was out. You didn't know what I was going to do. So it's kind of been like, for me, Keisha, a yo-yo experience, up and down, up and down. Learn how to recruit, learn how to bring people in. The problem for me, though, was being able to recruit and keep people in. I'd recruit them, and then because they didn't have the skill, they weren't able to do it. All of a sudden, it was very difficult for them. So got a little discouraged and said, you know what, I'm not even gonna do this anymore. And I just want to back it up because something that I very seldom share, and that is, Nate, move your head, baby. That is that that I used to do eBay a long time ago, and with me doing eBay a long time ago, you know, I sold the eBay items, and then I got tired of drop shipping. I got tired of packing things up, taking them to the post office, et cetera, et cetera. So that was kind of like my eBay. I did have a little bit of eBay experience before coming in. And then, Keisha, when you shared the link with me for DS Domination, it just came at the right time for me, because at that point in time, I was very discouraged about the internet marketing, network marketing industry. Kind of really didn't want to do it anymore. Just, you know, like, I don't really want to do this anymore. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. And so when you introduced it to me, of course, you know, it looked interesting, but it wasn't. It was for my son. That's why you introduced it to me, was for my son. You didn't want to bother me in what I was doing. And basically all I was doing was doing book club hangouts, not making any money, just, you know, but I'm just chilling, enjoying life, and I love my book clubs, trust me, I do. But it still wasn't putting any income in my pocket. So before I said my son hadn't looked at it, I said, you know what, let me go over here. I got 1 week before this thing is going to cancel. And I'm, you know, been big on war on debt, getting rid of my debt. So let me go look at this, because I'm not going to spend another $19.95 for this program if it doesn't work. So I went in there, went through the training. I think I drove you crazy for about a week. Just because I really did not want to listen to, I mean, I was just so burnt out. I didn't want to listen to any more training. I didn't want to do any of that anymore, you know. And so I went ahead and listened to it, and I said, oh, this looks pretty interesting. And you know, I'm familiar with eBay, and the reason why I quit eBay was because I didn't want to ship anything else. I didn't want to pack anything else. I didn't have to worry about any of that. And I said, this is pretty interesting. So I had my son get on the phone with you, and you talked to my son. He got on. He actually sold his first item first. And after I saw him do his, like within a day or two, I'm thinking, hold on a second, I need to go over here and put some items up too. So I found an item that was like a really hot seller, like every day would sell like 3 or 4 times a day.
Wow.
And then he got slick. He went and he copycat the item that I was selling, upsell. I mean, he marked it up 100%. Then his started selling more. So then we started fighting over the commissions from the upsell. And then it truly has been, to me, a blessing, because during that time, Keisha, when I was just in my book club mode, my income was dropping, and when it was dropping drastically, to the point where, and I haven't shared this neither before, but to the point where I was borrowing, not on a Hangout, I haven't shared this, I was borrowing money just so that we can get food to feed our children. Wow. You know, that was it was very difficult. It was a very difficult transition for me. Actually, probably for all of us, even my kids. But you know, I went ahead and I applied the training, and it has been life-changing for me. And again, I was only planning, Raquel, get out of here. My kids are a mess.
Raquel.
They said, hey, Raquel. So, you know, I really was planning on just focusing on the eBay side. I was not going to do any recruiting. I didn't want to do any recruiting. I was really like done with recruiting, but I started getting really excited about us making money on the eBay side. So, you know, I'm like posting things on my wall, really excited about what's going on. And in my excitement, all my friends started inboxing me, asking me, Rachel, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? From that, and I'm telling you, I did not want to build a team. I probably have, I don't know, maybe 100, 150 people in my team right now.
Wow.
And it's not just me. It's other people that are in my team that have not had success in our industry, have not had success in network marketing or internet marketing, but they're having success now. I have one lady that's in my team. I don't know. She must be about, I don't know, 70 or 80 years old. I mean, wow. She's bringing in like I think she's got like 5 or 10 people on her downline or something like that. So it's really exciting for me, Keisha, to see not only the success on the eBay side, but also to see my teammates having success as well, because you know, a lot of them are burnt out from the industry as well. A lot of them have, you know, they ask a lot of questions, like, you know, they're ready to give up. They don't want to do it anymore. But this de-examination was kind of like their last alternative to give it a try again. So that's my story, and I'm going to stick with it.
Wow, Rachel. So 100. So this is funny because, yeah, Rachel, and then see, Rachel got on the Hangout. This is ladies' night. So you guys, you know, just, now let me put this disclaimer out here too. This is ladies' night, so you guys have to understand that when it's ladies' night, that means that the moms, there's somebody else that should be on duty that may not be on duty. Okay? So my 4-year-old just may run in here asking for oatmeal, okay? So let me put it out there. This is ladies' night, and, you know, and the moms, and we're, you know, we're here and stuff, so just that disclaimer. So please, you know, little E, you know, Jennifer has little E. He may, you know, he may cry and stuff. So just please bear with us. I think Jana has 11-month-old. So we're just, you know, so we're moms, but we're making it happen, okay, online. That's just what we have to do. You got to do what you got to do. So if you're a mom and you're watching this and you're saying, oh, well, can I make money? Can I do this? And listen, you have a panel full of women from all different walks of life. Rachel even has a special needs child. She didn't even mention that. I mean, she, you know, so she has a special needs child, and she's still, you know, doing this, build a team of over 150 people. Like, hello. You can absolutely do this. This is a company where you can get in. You don't have to recruit like we do, right? You do not have to do that. You can simply get in, copy paste, do, you know, and make money on eBay. I mean, Val, for goodness sake, made $3,000 the first month. Right? So it's very possible. Below this video, there are links. If you need more information, if you click that button, it'll take you to get more information about our company and stuff. Answer some more questions. If you're on this Hangout and you're saying, you know what, I'm done. This is it. I see the opportunity. I want to get started. There's a button below this video, this Hangout as well. You can just simply get started. It's $19.95 to get started, right? To get started, it's $19.95. So I want to make sure I say that. Can you guys see me? Because I'm seeing the UOP Hangout thingy. Okay.
Yes.
I can't see myself, but I guess that's not.
I can't see you.
Can you see me now? No? You can't see me?
I see you. I see you.
Everybody,
I must have been talking so fast.
you're there.
All right, awesome. So thank you so much, Rachel, for your amazing story. I'm going to mute somebody out. I think it's you, Lakeisha. Thank you for your amazing story. Thank you for, you know, just being real. You know, I know that, you know, part of your story, you exposed yourself, your raw self. So thank you for, you know, you not making excuses, and now you're reaping the benefits. I remember talking to you, and I think your affiliate commissions was at like $60 or something. And I'm pretty sure it's well over that now. So hats off to you. All right, amazing leader she is. All right, next up, none other than this girl right here is amazing. Linnea Green. Can you hear me, sweetie? Unmute yourself.
Okay. Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you.
Hello everybody. I am Linnea Green. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana, and I am a full-time stay-at-home mother of 6. I started internet marketing 10 years ago, reading, listening to audios, was interested in drop shipping back then, but I could never get anyone to help me understand what the drop shipping was about. I started on eBay in about 2009, I believe. I sold probably about 50 items, but it was hard for me to do because I didn't know how to make my items sell faster, quicker, easier, or whatever you want to call it, simpler. DS Domination actually gave me techniques that I could use because I'm sorry, let me go back. I sell women's clothes too. And so I wanted to be able to sell those clothes faster on eBay. And so DS Domination, the drop shipping techniques that they taught me how to do, I applied it with the drop shipping, and I also applied it with my women's clothes.
Wow.
In the first 30 days, I made about $1,400 my first 30 days. I recruited, I want to say, about 14 people without even trying to recruit.
What you said?
They were
$1,400, Linnea.
Yes. Yep.
And 14.
Yep.
Oops.
Yep. And 14 recruited, and these people, they came to me. They came to me.
So you didn't do any paid advertising?
Nope. I don't ever do paid advertisement. Everything I do is through free. I do everything free. It works.
Wow.
It works better. I do everything free. I went through different companies. I've been in a couple of other companies. I won't say any names because I still love those companies, but I've been through a lot of other companies. This, to me, is more like you give a sandwich, you give the bread. You can't have a sandwich without the mayo. You can't have a sandwich without the cheese. You put them together and it makes a croissant, or it makes a melted sandwich. This is what people need.
Right.
We need results. We need people, because we're like you said, we're mothers. We have children. We're serious. We're not joking. We can't sit and play because those bills got to get paid.
Right.
You know. And I needed something in my life that was steady, that would help me be steady. So even if I'm not feeling like recruiting today, I can still make money.
Right.
You know, because it's just it's like when you look at it and you're like, okay, I can come in for $20, make this money, and not have to worry about anybody joining my business.
Right. So Linnea, in your past experience of, you know, being online and stuff, and we've been in some companies and some systems together, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Have you ever been able to make money? I mean, and I'm talking about, you know, good money without the recruitment part of the business.
No. That's the part that I'm loving so much, is that if don't nobody want to join me, I still make my money.
Right.
Post items.
Right. Yeah. So,
You know?
wow. And that's just the beauty of it. So I wanted to just make sure people understand you can get in here and not recruit, you know, anyone. I mean, Linnea did $1,400 on eBay. Val did $3,000 on eBay. Rachel, I know Rachel, they're just like, every time I look around, it's like, cha-ching, we sold it. So just, you don't have to recruit in here. And, you know, people say, well, why do you guys post that no recruiting? Because it's serious, right? We're recruiting, right? So we're not, that's why we post it, because we're recruiting. But we want you to understand that you can get inside of DS Domination. You don't have to recruit. You don't have to blog. You don't have to know SEO. You don't have to know PPC. You don't have, you know, none of that, right? Literally, I talked to someone today, and he was like, well, I want to get in, and he said, I'm going to get in. He said, but I really need to learn, you know, the internet marketing piece of it and stuff, and in regards to his items. And I said, no, you don't, because what you're going to do is you're going to use the title builder that's in the system to actually title those items. You're going to cut and paste, or copy and paste, you know, that description from that, you know, from one listen to the next, and that's it. And you're going to wait for it to sell, right? And he was like, really? I was like, yeah, that's what you're going to do. So when we say, you know, no technical mumbo jumbo, we really mean that, all right? Awesome. Thank you, Linnea. You are awesome. Awesome. And I love you. Looks like Lakeisha went away, so I'm going to skip on down. Jen, I'm going to wait for you and stuff, not unless you need to go for a little ease purpose. I know.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
Why don't you take from here and introduce the rest of our panel here.
All right. Well, next up we have Kelly, and I'm really excited to bring Kelly on because her story really brought me to tears when she told me what she was doing on this past Saturday, but she hasn't been in long. So, Kelly, welcome to the panel. I'm so excited to have you here. Thank you for coming on and joining us tonight.
Hi, how you doing?
Great, great. We see you and hear you, and all systems are go. So, tell us, how long have you been in, and what has your experience been so far?
I can't remember. It was the 29th of December I joined, something like that. We've had 2 sales so far. Been posting every day. In September, I was diagnosed with AML, which is acute myeloid leukemia, in the hospital. So I needed something to keep me occupied, and I saw Jen posting about how she made money overnight and everything. Been in network marketing, tried a few other, you know, the party system and the web stores and that, and basically nothing really took off. So we're giving this a shot and going after it. And like I said, it keeps my brain occupied and keeps me in the hospital for several days at a time. So I just sat there on the internet the whole time and posted items. I'm doing about 8 to 10 a day, getting towards the end of my limits. When I first joined eBay, they upped my limit right away for me to 100 because I told them I had bought a container and was selling stuff. And so I'm just about maxed out on that. And we're just kind of cruising along, seeing what we can do with it.
Awesome. Well, I really want to congratulate you for, deciding to join and then taking such massive action. I mean, I look at you and what you're doing, and you're posting, 10 or more listings a day from the hospital while going through treatments and stuff. And I just look around and I see all sorts of people who are making excuses, and you are not making excuses. And I just am so excited for you and what's to come in this year, because I know that as you keep going, it's just going to be amazing. So tell us, how long was it before your first sale from when you joined?
36 hours.
Yeah.
Got our first sale. And
Wow.
what really, Roger's last pro training live webinar kind of stuck with me, is because we kept going, well, what am I going to sell? What am I going to sell? Well, we don't have to figure that out. I have my boyfriend Jeff pick out 2 words a day, and then I go research those on Amazon. And it's amazing what you come up with some of the words that you put in. And so I just kind of look at the numbers on Amazon, look at the numbers on eBay, and then post it.
Awesome.
If it doesn't fit the numbers, on to the next.
Mm-hmm. So what would you tell someone who's sitting on the fence because they just don't know if they should put the $20 down and join? I've
spent $20, wasted $20 on much less that's never going to make me money. It's one of those, you got to give it a shot, you got to give it a try. You can't just post one item and think you're going to make it. You got to post a bunch in the beginning. And then I'm going to be tweaking those, the ones that aren't getting looked at or anything like that. I'll pull them out and put new ones in. And I'm still learning the whole eBay system, because that's something I never really did. I have done Amazon stores through a web store type thing, but that didn't work out because the product basically got shut down. I've had some interactions with Amazon, but never eBay, so I'm on a learning curve with them right now.
That's okay. We can learn while we earn, right?
Yeah.
So in terms of all the different, it sounded like you have been in different businesses. I know we've talked about a little bit of real estate stuff, and so you've looked at what's out there, and you've done a lot of different things. How would you?
I'm sorry, you skipped out there. I didn't hear.
Oh, sorry. So, of all the different businesses you've been involved in, and entrepreneurial activities and things like that, how would you say that DS Domination compares to different businesses, real estate, other stuff you've been involved in the past?
Well, it's a lot more simple. I'm not saying it's easy, because if it's easy, it's sleazy. But it's definitely less stressful than real estate.
Yes.
We're in the middle of a real estate transaction that we're still trying to find investors with, and my health hasn't helped on that end. So at least I can bring a little something, as I haven't been able to work since September. And so it's helping. It'll help bring some money in. And I'm not even trying to recruit yet. So when I feel more comfortable with it, I'll start in with the recruiting.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, you've been in just a week now, pretty much, right?
Pardon?
Oh, you've just been in about a week.
My computer skipped.
That's okay.
Yeah, about that, a little over a week.
Yep. Awesome. Well, Kelly, I'm so glad you could be here tonight. Thank you so much for sharing your story, and we look forward to watching your eBay career skyrocket.
And Linnea, I'm also from Indianapolis, so I'm snowed in and cold too.
Hey, Indiana in the house. Yeah, I wanted to say something. When I posted my first 2 items, they sold within an hour. My first 2 items.
Wow.
Within an hour.
Wow.
Within an hour. I posted 2 items, and they both sold within an hour.
Wow. So now, results may vary.
Okay, results may vary.
But it is possible. So it's good to know. Man, Kelly, hey, I just have to say, man, hats off to you. You know what I'm saying? Man, some of us are able-bodied, and and
I don't want to take my hat off. It's bald underneath. Kelly,
let us know that she actually, you're going through chemo, right? So her hair is gone. So she has a hat. But you know what, Kelly, I want to, congrats to you, because some of us would be like, oh, my hair's not done. Oh, I don't have no makeup. Oh, this and that. Oh, my toe. Oh, this. I can't get on. My camera's messed up. All that. And you know what? You got on here, computer, whatever, hat on. So you know what? You're a rock star in my book for sure. So
that's the first thing I had them do with my hair when I got in this, so I wouldn't be traumatically losing large clumps. Just trim it down, and then it goes away, and I look like Professor Egghead from Batman for a while, and then it starts growing back.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you strong, Kelly. You make me want to just go and start posting some more. I'm like, if she can do it, I know I can do it.
Right. Absolutely.
Right.
All right, Jan, back to you. You got it.
All right. Well, next up we have Lakeisha. Lakeisha, are you available? Ready to come out and share your story?
Hello, Jan. Hello, everyone. I am here and ready.
So tell us about your experience, how you came to DSD, and what's been going on for you.
Well, basically, Jan, I've been around. I've been a nurse for 19 years, and I've also done a little direct sales, and this is actually my second online venture. The first one really wasn't that successful, and I like to say that I've sold everything but crack and cars. So I do have a love for sales, but most people don't. So I am just super excited about this opportunity because of the fact that you don't have to love sales in order to be successful, nor do you have to be a recruiting guru, you know, like many of us, you know, naturally are, because just like some of the other ladies, I just shared it out of pure excitement. I was stuck trying to figure out what to list, and it plagued me for really about 6 weeks. And I spoke to one of my new recruits who I got through watching one of these Google Hangouts. I had no results, so I posted everybody else's results on my Facebook page. And just hearing her, well, not even hearing her, but seeing her cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. So I called and I was like, Karen, what the heck are you selling? And so she just, you know, said, well, I'm selling this, that, and the other. And I'm like, oh, is it that easy? I mean, seriously. And I just stopped thinking about it, just listed some stuff just to show my mom. I listed 2 items to show my mom how easy it was when I really didn't know myself, because it was my first time listing. So I listed those items December 2nd, 2 items. And December 4th, the first one sold. The next day, the next one sold. And it's just been downhill from there. Since December 4th, I actually have about 45, 48 sales. And I've made, like, in the first 7 days, December the 4th through the 11th, I made $1,072.
$1,072 in your first
Yes.
real listing.
Yes.
Oh my. Wow.
Yes.
So what would you tell people who are just getting started? Because that's a pretty impressive story. So how could someone come in and have those same sort of results if they wanted to? I mean, obviously we're not guaranteeing results.
Right. Well, I would say I think I commented on someone's post last night or this morning sometime. They were like, you know, how do you find out what to list and what should I list? And I just told them, just decide to list. It don't matter. Even if you post something up and it doesn't sell, you broke it. You broke the cycle and you list it. So once you list, you get addicted to listing, and you're going to continue to list. You look around your house and see stuff that you thought was beautiful, so somebody else is going to think it's beautiful. You can list. Just list. That's the biggest thing that I can say, and I'm about to get excited. Y'all can tell, right? But it was just one more thing, Jean, if you don't mind. One more thing that I want to say. Yesterday, I'm here in Florida, and I'm just all over the place and just loving life and the freedom, because I know that DS Domination is going to retire me from my nursing job within this year. So I'm just super pumped and excited about that, and I'm just thankful to God that this came about for me. Kerry George, Mr. Excitement himself, is my actual leader. He and I have been partners in a previous business before, and you know, with him being so excited, you can't help but to be excited following this guy, right? So kudos to him and Reginald, you know, and with the team, the unit of prosperity, the team itself, you can't help but to want to be plugged into these people. I mean, just like these beautiful ladies here on the panel, you can't help but wanting to be connected. So I can't wait till we have our live event so we can actually hug and just fellowship with one another. But the thing that I want to say that was so instrumental about my trip here to Florida, yesterday I met with one of my leaders here, Shelly Paris Williams, and she saw the vision like a light bulb came on for her. She saw some video about what's going to happen in the future of DS Domination, and she signed up as an affiliate, and she has like 10 or 11 people just like lickety split. Well, in that, I was compelled to tell my story. And a lot of people may or may not know my story, but I've worked as a nurse for about 20 years. I don't want to take up all the time, but I just want to share this. I feel that I need to share. I was working as a nurse, been working for 20 years as a nurse. And I was telling my story about how I did not get work. for 7 months, I was not able to get my shifts as a nurse. So for 5 months, 5 months, I only worked 7 shifts. So just think in your mind, and I mean everybody out in the world who is looking at this Hangout, think in your mind, where would you be if you only worked 7 days out of 5 months? So the long and short of it all is I was evicted. Yeah, I was a homeless nurse. I had a car that was repossessed, and the lady, one of the ladies in the group, she was laughing, and I'm like, oh, what's she laughing at? You know, but I kept telling my story, right? Because I'm like, okay, whatever her reason is, it's okay. So anyway, she said, well, you knew your car was gonna be repossessed, didn't you? Honest to God, I had no clue that my car was gonna be repossessed because it was 31 days overdue. So at the end, she said, well, I know you're wondering why I was laughing. She said, I was laughing because I'm here today, and every night I have to take my stuff out of the car and take it inside the house because I don't know when they're going to pick up my car. So I'm just flat out excited about the opportunity that this lady can pay her car payment, she can pay her mortgage, and it's just an opportunity for anybody who apply the work, they can be successful. So I implore everybody, if you're on the line, click the link below, get back with the person who invited you, take a $20 chance. It could change your life.
Awesome. I don't know if there's much left to add there on your story.
I mean, it's real talk, and you know that's.
It's
I didn't hear
inspiring.
you, Jen.
Oh, your story is inspiring, and your enthusiasm comes across. And like you said, this is the real deal. People are really getting results here, and so that's why you're excited. It's just that simple. So one quick question before we finish up with you here is, you're working.
Lakeisha, you may have to ask you the question.
Okay.
Are you working full-time as a nurse?
Yes, I work full-time as a nurse.
So how much time?
I work. Well, basically what I do is I list over the weekend or whatever my days off. I make sure to have my limit pretty much maxed out. So while I'm at work, I lay my phone right at the nurse's desk. So I hear the sound, and I said, you know, they said, well, Lakeisha, your phone is ringing. You didn't turn your volume off. And I said, oh, you know, is it making a cha-ching or a ka-ching? What kind of sound was it making? And then I said, oh, that was my cash register. I just made more money. And it was just so funny. The first day that I was at work and my phone was going off, I had 8 sales. So hence, I ended up with one of my nurse coworkers. Her husband signed up, and he went all the way. I mean, I'm like, you know, telling him, get in, make some money, build yourself. If you want to, you know, upgrade, you can upgrade, you know, whenever. This man went all the way to Monopoly. So here I am, you know, he upgraded me. So that was another point that that I'm grateful for. Sometimes we sit on a thing and, you know, we're just sitting there when we need to upgrade ourselves. So he upgraded me.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Lakeisha, for being on and sharing your story and joining us. And it's always great to see you, and just continued success for you in your business.
Thank you, Jen. Thanks to all the ladies on the panel.
All right. Next, we have Jana. Is it Jana or Jana?
It's Jana. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yep.
Yes, it's
Welcome,
Jana.
Jana.
Hi.
Welcome. Thanks for being on tonight. Can you tell us how you came to find DS Domination, and what have your results been so far?
Well, I posted. I made a post on Facebook. I think it was on yesterday. 2 weeks, almost exactly. I joined DS Domination as of this past Friday through my cousin Melissa Troop. She actually introduced me to it. She sent me a message on Facebook while I was at my full-time job at the time, and said, hey, you know, check this video out. Let me know what you think. And I did. I didn't immediately jump on it because I had been seeing so many different money-making schemes on Facebook, people posting pictures of cash and said all you need to do is pay $50, turn $50 into $5,000. And I mean, needless to say, I was skeptical at first, so I told her I wanted to do my research or whatnot, and I did. And I couldn't find one reason why I shouldn't join DS Domination. It seemed pretty simple to me, so I jumped right on it.
Awesome. So since you've been in 2 weeks, what kind of results have you seen?
I have been absolutely excited every time my phone goes off. I've made, as of today, I made my 24th sale, so I'm excited to get to number 25. So I've made 24 sales in the last 2 weeks and 2 days, and those sales total over almost $800 now, which is about I want to say about $426 profit. I got to check my eBay because I don't know the numbers exactly, but it's been amazing.
Did you say 26 sales? 25?
No, 24. I'm on my way though.
Wow.
That's awesome. So how much time, because you said you had a full-time job, are you still working the job, and how much time would you say you're spending on your eBay business?
No, I'm no longer at my full-time job, which is why I think this whole DS Domination thing was a blessing, because I was in a situation at my job where they were just unwilling to work with me as far as my schedule was concerned, because my husband is going to be working in a neighboring city, so he's not able to basically pick the kids up at the time that they need to, because sometimes I wasn't getting home until maybe about 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and my kids needed to be picked up by 6 and 6:30. So, I asked for a temporary schedule adjustment just so that I'd be able to pick up my kids. And let me tell you, corporate America, they don't care about your kids. So that was one of the reasons why I was so happy that I want to say basically DS Domination landed in my lap. And I couldn't be more excited. I feel so blessed to even have this opportunity to, be a part of such an amazing team. So many people supporting you, encouraging you along the way, and I'm just happy that I'm able to share the opportunity with other people who may be in situations like me.
Awesome. That is so exciting. I'm really excited for you and for your family too. I mean, now your kids get to spend more time with you, and your sweet little one here. And so
he's actually trying to climb in my lap right now.
So in terms of you stayed on the outside for a while, looking in, and you did your research, you did your homework, you were skeptical, you checked it out, but you decided to join. What would you tell other people who are sitting on the outside looking in, thinking, "Oh, my 1995, should I put it down and hit that button to join?" What would you tell them?
Stop wasting time. Stop procrastinating, because you could be making money right now. Like I tell myself, like when I first joined, that $20 I used to invest in DS Domination, I was going to spend that on lunch at work during the week anyway. So why not?
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much, Jana, for sharing your story, and thank you for being here. And we look forward to hearing, more success stories from you. That's really exciting to see. I mean, just 2 weeks in, and you've already made over $400. So it just goes up from there, as your limits and stuff like that. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Next up, we have Armanda. Did I say your name right?
Armanda,
I'm sorry.
No
Armanda,
problem.
Great to see you here tonight. Thank you for joining us. Tell us a little bit about your story.
Great to be here. I mean, I'm definitely enjoying all of your stories. I'm just ready to go list as well after hearing everything. But my name is Armanda. I'm from the Michigan area, and I've been in DS Domination for about a month and a half now, and it's been awesome. It's been an awesome journey, and it's only going to get better from here. Basically, when I started out, I already was kind of familiar with the internet space and making money online, and I've been searching for a long time for that breakthrough opportunity. And once I found DS Domination, I just can't do anything else but share this opportunity with everyone else that's interested in being successful online as well, because it's the perfect opportunity for just the brand new newbie to jump in and start to make money very simply.
So are you doing the eBay and the affiliate side of the business?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and in terms of the eBay side of the business, what's your experience there been?
Well, when I first started, I probably made my first sale, I think it was like the next day, so probably about a 24-hour span. And it took me a minute just to get involved and go through the training, but I wish I would have took action that first day because it was so easy. I think a lot of people just I've heard of eBay, a long time ago, and kind of heard stories about people, making money online, but it was kind of intimidating at first, and I just didn't think, I would be able to, get involved with e-commerce so easily and so quickly, without having products and what have you. But, Roger, the system that he designed is so effective that, pretty much I would say anybody, if they're willing and teachable to get in, they can, start making money very quickly.
Awesome. So one thing you mentioned right there was that we don't have our own products. We're not hoarding things. We're not stuffing things into a closet and shipping them at the post office, right? We're just copying and pasting, right?
Exactly. No inventory personally, and I just can't wait for what's about to take place when we, officially get our own, warehouse, so to speak.
Right, when DSD is our wholesale supplier for different things and we aren't going to have to pay a retail markup. That's going to be awesome.
Yes.
So what would you tell someone who they've been wondering, does it really work? What would you tell them?
It certainly works. Like, $20 is nothing to, worry about as far as hopping in and just taking that chance to see, for yourself that it works. We can tell you all day long, that it works, but until you get in and take action is when you're really going to find out for yourself and be the believers that we already are.
So tell us real quick one of your most memorable cha-chings.
Oh, wow. I would say like when it first started really going off for me was around the holiday time, and I would get cha-chings in the middle of the night, like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and it just makes you want to hop up out of bed and start listening again. And so, I had those moments where I was waking up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and just wanted to really just, go all in.
It's addicting, huh? It's very fun. So for those of you watching who have maybe seen references to cha-chings or don't know about the cha-ching, if you have the app on your smartphone, then the eBay app will actually make a cash register sound whenever you have a sale. So that's why we celebrate the cha-chings and always look forward to more, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, any other thoughts that you want to share with the audience tonight, Armanda?
Well, I'll definitely say just get back with the person that, introduced this opportunity to you tonight. They definitely care about you. That's why they've been willing to share the opportunity with you, and just go ahead and take action. Stop sitting on the sidelines.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and continued success for you and your team.
Nice.
All right. We have Pat. Pat, are you available?
Hi everybody. How are you doing tonight?
Great. We lost your video. Oh, there. Nope. Go ahead and say something, Pat.
Hello, I'm here. I can see me.
Yep.
Can you see me?
Yep, we see you, we hear you. All systems are go. So thanks for coming
Okay,
on
great.
tonight.
Wonderful. Yeah, this was getting in, but I wanted to try to see if I can get in on the tail end. I just want to say hello to all the ladies and just let you know all how encouraging you all are. I'll just give a little bit of history. I've been in for a couple of months. I think one of the key things I would say about myself is I had sold on eBay before. I mean, I've done crafts on eBay, my things I've made. I've tried to buy things in bulk and sell on eBay. And I've tried different things. And I knew the concept of power sellers. And I often wondered, I said, well, what's their secret? There's got to be a secret to this. I know they've got to have some sort of supply source. You know, because I could tell by watching patterns they were selling similar things over and over. Never could really, figure it out. And so even a little bit prior to the actual birth of DSD itself, one of the founders that everybody knows, Roger, he's been, as he says, he was kind of playing with it, kind of had the stew cooking for a while. And I hadn't even got exposure to that at the time. Prior to it was kind of like his test base. And I got on and looked at it, but again, some certain circumstances came up, and I didn't really aggressively go for it at that time. So anyway, when DSD launched, I knew I said, well, I've been on eBay, I'm familiar with this, so I got to test it out. And so I did. I followed the procedures, paid my $20. The instructions are great. Video, looked at the videos, did the postings, and they sold. So it wasn't that I wasn't a believer in eBay, but this process was like, what? I didn't have to run to the post office. I didn't have to go get, I used to have those boxes that you get, the priority mail boxes. I used to go to the post office and get stacks of them to have them ready for when I sold my stuff at home so I could pack it. Then you have to have tape. I mean, just all that into me selling. And I'm like, oh my God, all I got to do is what? Sell it, buy it, ship it, all from in front of the computer. It was perfect for me. I work full time. I commute, honestly, about 50 miles a day back and forth to work. So needless to say, trying to run and drop something off at the post office just didn't fit in a normal schedule for me. So this is like a perfect opportunity. So whether you're the seasoned eBayer, because some people say, well, I know everything about eBay. No, you do not. You do not know, because when you really find out the secrets, it's going to open your eyes. Like you said, you're not going to have stuff stockpiled in your garage or whatever. You're like, hey, what? I can sell this stuff and I never have to touch it. That sold me. Yeah, that's it. That sold me. I don't know what else to say. I kind of took a little break for a while after Christmas because the Christmas sales, we kind of slowed down. And honestly, during that period of time, I kind of had a little crisis come up, a little financial crisis. This is real talk. And so I had to kind of go off and solve that financial crisis, which I did. But the beauty of it, I feel great about that, because now I know, hey, I'm going to get my listings back up there. This is proven. I'm going to recover from that. So that's the other thing that makes it beautiful about this. You can do it at your own pace. If you have to take a break for a couple of weeks, you have some family matters or something that comes up, do. I'm going to be a first-time granny in February, so I'm kind of excited about that, but also I know I've got to do some preparation work to get ready for that. And so I know all I got to do is do some listings. Also, from sharing this, I will say that even though I was down for 2 weeks, I just last week put in my first withdrawal, because, again, when you refer people, you get referral commissions or whatever, residuals. And so even during that, I'm getting ready to withdraw that, and honestly, I'm going to use that to kind of cover some of the little crisis stuff that came up, during that period of time when I was down. So it's win-win. I don't get why anybody wouldn't want to do it. You can either do it through the sales, or you can get it through referring people.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing your story. So how much time would you say you spend on a daily basis managing the eBay side of your business?
I mean, not a lot. I try to bulk list when I have some downtime, which it might happen to be on the weekends, or it might be a couple hours in the evening. I have to be honest, and I've told people this too. I maybe only have listed maybe 10 or 12 things at a time. Now, that might seem incredible, but the point is it's all in finding a good product. I have one product in particular that actually my supplier ran out, and that's the only reason why I stopped selling it. But they kept selling over and over and over. It was like my main seller. Well, I mean, you know, you do the math. I mean, you have something, and let's say you're making $10 profit on it, and all you had to do is relist it. It's a no-brainer. So when I really get the time, and that's my biggest thing, is I just don't have a time to list 100 things. But when I get, you know, more and more time to list more things, it's on and popping, because I've already proven the system works. So whether you have a very little amount of time or a lot of time, it's a win-win.
So you'd say it was worth the $20 to learn all the power seller secrets?
No doubt. I have made that $20, trust me.
That's right. Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing your story, Pat. We really appreciate you coming out, and glad, you know, this works for, we've heard from all sorts of women tonight so far. We've got moms who are staying at home. We have women who are working out full-time, who are commuting far lengths, who are in the hospital for days at a time. I mean, no matter what your situation is, you can make this work. So thanks again, Pat, and continued success for you.
Thank you, everybody, and I really appreciate the support we all have here, and ladies can see that you know, you have the support. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. There's plenty of people to lean on and their successes, and that's how, I mean, when I see someone else's cha-ching, I am so happy for you guys. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm so happy. So this is good. This is good.
Awesome. Keisha, do you want to take it back?
Sure. Let's see who we got here. Stephanie. I see Stephanie is joining us. Stephanie, why don't you real quick tell us about yourself and everything? Can you hear me? Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yeah, Stephanie? Uh-oh. Can't hear you. Okay, I got someone else that has joined, but I saw you. I saw your face. Shawnee, are you there? Yeah, there you are. Hey. Shawnee, you're actually muted. You're going to have to unmute yourself for us to hear you. So, Jen, while I'm waiting on them, why don't you go ahead, just tell us a little bit about yourself and your experience so far.
Well, Keisha, thanks for having me. I'm a stay-at-home mom right now, and I've been in all sorts of different businesses. I had a photography business at one point, and we've done all sorts of different real estate investing. And so I got online through the real estate, but then I was doing another company for a while, and on results that I expected, especially after a year. So I was focused on that, and I told you, oh, just wait, I'm going to finish this, and then I'll take a look. So when I took a look, I jumped in and went through all the trainings, got my first sale within 24 hours. And that blew me away. I mean, after I struggled for so long, I've done so many different things. And so when I had a real result that fast, and I mean, it was so simple. It was so simple. All I did was follow the instructions, list a few things. I could hardly believe it. I mean, I was so excited. So that was my first sale, and then there were a couple days, and then after that, it was like a sale a day. And I've been amazed at how smoothly this business has been running and growing. And, you know, when you start off, you're going to already today I just got another limit increase. So I've been in 2 months now. I've gone from having an eBay limit of $5,000 total that I could list in inventory to now I'm at $50,000. So I've got some work to do to fill that up. But you know, I mean,
you said your limits are $50,000.
They just raised my limit again, so I've got a limit of $50,000. And you know, so that's, my business has been growing, and that's been awesome. But it's also been awesome because I decided, once I got in and saw such quick results, I decided to be an affiliate and to share it with other people, because you know, when I was seeing so many people having so much success, I knew that all the training I've gone through in the past is meant for this, to help people learn about a way that they really can make money. And, you know, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have all the skills in the world. You can just get in, follow the directions, list items, and be able to start making goals, or whatever your financial goals are, you can achieve them with this program. I mean, you can do a little or you can do a lot. And the people who are joining my team are sending me, today I got an email, this lady just joined the team, and she listed 2 items. Both of those items have sold, so she's going to start listing some more items. I mean, and that's, you know, we have Kelly. Her story is just so inspiring to me. We just have so many people getting so many results here that I'm thrilled and honored to be a part of it. So thanks for having me on here, Keisha, tonight. I'm just loving spending time with all the ladies and our audience, and just love being here and DSD.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Jen. So you got in, and so a sale a day. And now let me ask you this, Jen. Did you use any of your technical expertise that you've gotten from other companies? Because I know you've been in companies where they've probably taught you like internet marketing secrets, ninja secrets that you need to do all this stuff. Did you have to use all that to sell that first item?
No. No, I used no technical expertise whatsoever. I copied and I pasted, and that was it.
So basically, you just use your keyboard, Control-C, Control-V, and was able to make a sale in 24 hours. Wow.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I do remember our conversations. Like, I'm just gonna wait a little bit and stuff. And so I think you told me that was probably your biggest regret is waiting. Is you waiting?
Yeah, every day that goes by is another day you could be making money on eBay. So click the link, get started.
Yeah.
And Keisha, I just wanted to say, you know, remember when you messaged me?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll check it out. And I just left it sitting there and just left it sitting there. And she said, okay, look, girl, let me tell you, you're sleeping. She was like, you sleeping.
Sleeping at the wheel.
You're sleeping at the wheel. And me and Keisha's done a lot of things together, but I do got to say this, that my girl delivered, because, you know, this right here is going to change my life for 2014.
Yes.
It's going to change, but it starts with me. It starts with me taking the action, taking the steps, implementing it daily, and using what these guys are showing us, teaching us, and training us to do. It works, guys.
It works. Yes, it definitely works, and I'm just glad that, you know, people don't have to be all, you know, I've always wanted something that worked, right? That, you know, because I've been online for a while, so, you know, I have a lot of stuff in the tool chest, right? So I can pull some stuff, you know, out the tool chest, you know, but some people, they don't have that, and they can't do that, and we're saying to people, oh yeah, get in, and you know, and then, you know, you can make this money and stuff, but it's not quite the way we've said it, right? It's kind of like, well, after you get your mindset together and you understand that, you know, you're attracting to yourself the things that you see in your life, and once you get through that, you work through that junk, right? And then, you know, and it's kind of a progression thing, and then, you know, and then once you learn about recruiting and what to say and the psychology of sales, and really understanding that people are red and they're blue and they're green and they're yellow, and you got to know like what to say to reds, and, you know, blues really need things to be really technical, and, you know, and so we have people, they just want to make money, right? Like, people just really want to pay their bills, right? And then when they get results, like most people do, they come in, they say to me, Keisha, I'm not going to recruit. I don't want to recruit. I'm sick of recruiting. I'm sick of building teams. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of that. And I say, that's fine. That's fine. Just get in, spend your $19.95, get in, and I already know, you guys, in the back of my head, I already know that the people that I send this link to, like Linnea, I knew. I said, you know what? I'm gonna just let this marinate on her, and I'm not gonna even encourage her to recruit a single person. And have I told Linnea? Have I said, Linnea, you need to get to marketing?
No, because you know why?
Why is that?
I marinated on it, and it came to me. It happens. It happens. Some people have got to marinate. You've got to sit and listen, and it's okay if you don't understand it. Go back and listen and watch the video again.
Right.
But it's the applied knowledge is what, in the end, that makes the results become a success. Results leaves clues. It leaves it.
Yeah, that's good. Applied knowledge. Yeah, I don't think anyone, I didn't have to say to anybody. Jen said the same thing. I don't want to recruit. I don't want to do it. Like, that's fine. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay with that because I just really want people to get results. Let's see, Shawnee, can you hear me now? And actually, can I hear you? Is probably. I don't think I can. Stephanie, let's see.
Yes. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Okay, Shawnee, keep working on it, okay? We're not giving up. Okay, Stephanie, go ahead. Tell us a little about yourself.
Well, I started with DS Domination in mid-October, and I had very immediate results. I started listing as I was learning the trainings, as I was going through the modules, and the first day that I was going through the modules, I put some listings up. The next day, my first item sold. So I was like, wow, maybe there is something to this, So I started listing more and more items as the weeks went on, and pretty soon I was, getting lots and lots of sales a day, like 10 or 12 or 15 sales a day. So I'd post some shots up on Facebook, and people are attracted to that. They see that you're finally making results in an online opportunity, and they want to join you at that point. So I've been making some great money on eBay, and now the affiliate side's coming online pretty well as well. It's getting better and better as we go along, and I'm super excited about everything that DS has to offer that's coming up with the tools and everything else like that. So that's about it for me.
I like how you just speed race through that whole thing. Like, oh yeah, I just make about 10 or 15 sales a day, and then like, what? You do about 10 or 15 sales a day?
It's been totally a blast, and I love it every second of it. So.
Wow. Now, Stephanie, I know this is not your first rodeo, so you have some internet marketing experience in your belt. Would you say it's the newbie? Do they really need? What do they need to know to really get results in this business?
They need to know how to cut and paste, basically, and copy and paste, basically, and follow directions on the instructional videos. Basically, that's about it. And list. That's the main thing. Someone said it earlier. Just get out there and list. Don't put one listing up or a couple listings up and expect to see big results. You have to continue to do your listings and get those numbers up, and you're going to see the results that you're after. So. And yeah, my other opportunities, I've probably been doing various things for the last year and a half or so, and nothing else have I seen such huge, such big results quickly like this, and that's been just awesome. So.
Wow. Yeah, that's totally awesome. Now, Stephanie, did I provide to you a list of items to list? Because I am your sponsor. Did I give you like the hot items to list and stuff to help you with the sales you make per day?
No, you didn't. No. I came up with it on my own.
Now, this is the other question. Did I hold your hand and walk you through the videos?
No, it's all very straightforward. You just 5-minute videos, 5-10-minute videos, and just little snippets, very easy, step by step, and it's just a great system.
Right. Yeah, so it's about taking action. As Linnea said, you got to take action, immediate action, right? So when you watch videos, take action. Someone had posted, and we have a very interactive Facebook group. This team is amazing. I think we may be at the 2,500 mark. Are we there yet, you guys? Are we past it? We may be almost at 3,000 at this point. Are we at the? I think we posted we were at 2,500 2,500 people. I believe we're growing at, Jen, you're better at numbers, and you probably know the numbers better than I do, but they had calculated it down to the day, like how fast we're growing inside of we're just one team inside of DS Domination, but I have to say we are the best team, okay? I'm a little biased. We our leader, just to give you, so those of you who are thinking about connecting with us, you're at the best. I mean, someone loves you a lot. Our leader of this team, Reginald Stinson, is #1, okay, across the leaderboards, okay. We #1 inside of the company, and he is a servant leader. He deserves every single honor that he actually gets. So thank you, Reginald, for allowing the ladies to just take over, right? He sets up all this stuff for us and just says, here you go. It's like, having, your dad having a Ferrari or something, and it's like, hey, here's the keys to the Ferrari. Take your friends out, right? That's kind of we're set up, absolutely for success on this team. We have the best of everything, right? I mean, we have the best of everything. So for $19.95, I mean, that's just for you to get the training inside of DS Domination. Actually, on our team, we have the Hangout page that you're on today. This is a part of the marketing system that Reginald has invested his own money so that we could be the very best out online, okay? And so for those of you who are coming in that may be new to internet marketing, usually a system like this, you would pay at least $47 a month. Now that's on the low end, right? So these are some of the things that you get as for the $19.95 level, right? We give these to people at the pro level, so we don't even hold back for you. We have a training site where you can go and learn about Craigslist marketing, email marketing, whatever. There's the training site full of that. We have these Hangouts that we do Mondays, and sometimes we do them on Thursdays. We have so much stuff. We do training inside of our own team so that you could be, if you want to learn about video marketing, okay? If you want to learn about, videos and how, I got a video now that's probably, someone called me today. People email me. They're like, hey, Keisha, I saw your video on YouTube. Now, if you want to learn about how to do that, then we have the training for you. Many of you have seen the flyer for this and how I was able to absolutely, as the flyer said, I've made over $9,600 inside of this company. With all free marketing, I've done Facebook, and I've done YouTube. Okay, I've done a little bit of Craigslist, but I suck, right? I mean, it's not this business here. It doesn't require you to have all these technical skills and and know this and SEO. I can only tell you a few things about SEO. I'm not the guru of that, right? But my videos are ranking. Go figure, right? So hey, I just cut and paste. But this business has allowed my husband and I, to just we've grown a personal team of over 200 people. That's personal. That's not a downline. I don't even know how many people I have in the entire organization. All free marketing, okay? Free marketing, posting on Facebook, posting on YouTube. If you can do that, okay, you can absolutely make money inside of this business. If you can cut and paste, Control-C and Control-V, that's the shortcut that I use. Control-C and Control-V, But if you can copy and paste, you're good. Okay, so if you're here on this Hangout, you come here today, someone has invited you, I want you to click the link below this video. I want you to get started. Okay, most people get in, they'll say the only thing I regret is I didn't get started, sooner, right? Because right now somebody in our team is cha-chinging, right? They're making money right now. It could be you, right? If you just get started, and just get started. Okay, Shawnee, I haven't forgot. Let's see. Can we hear you now? I can't hear you. I cannot hear you, Shawnee. So, that means you're going to have to come back. You're going to have to come back to the next Hangout because we got to get that worked out because we want everybody to be successful, but I do want to respect everyone's time and stuff because we've been here. It's actually over an hour and 20 minutes that we've been streaming here, but there's so many stories, you guys. I couldn't even fit everybody on here who has stories and that have had results inside of this company. It's just happening, and you might as well be the next success story. You might as well, I could understand, I really tell people, I could understand if we were asking you to invest $497 today, right? You want to think about that, right? I can understand, okay, you got a little thinking to do and stuff like that. But you guys, $19.95, okay, you seriously waste that, okay? You really could skip going out to eat, a few times a week or something and really get that money. I promise you it's going to be the best spent, the best way you've spent that money in probably all your life. All your life you've been a consumer, and now it's time for you to get on this side. I'm serious. E-commerce is the way to go. People will not pay their bills and buy things, buy items. It's just the way of the world, and we can't change that. There's no sense in us saying, "Oh my God, I should not," I shouldn't do that. You guys, we don't argue with Safeway, and those are the stores that are here in Seattle. We don't argue with Safeway and QFC about their prices, and we go and we just pay it. Right? So people are willing, they're looking to buy, and you might as well have something for sale. Okay? It's your time. It's your season. So click the link below this video and get started. If you need more information, then click the link that says get more information. It'll take you to some more information. I'm pretty sure, if these ladies have invited you, you can, ask them on Facebook, email them, however they've communicated with you about this business. You can get more info if you have some questions. Because I understand. Spending $20, you may have some questions. It's okay, right? We're going to forgive you. But if you have some questions, get them answered, right? And some people tell me, I'm going to go research. Well, what are you going to research? I have the answers. So ask me the questions. I'm in the company. How are you gonna be outside the company and research? I'm in the company. So ask me the questions, and that way I can answer them so you can make an educated decision. Because if you're going to research this, you guys, out on Google, you'll find anybody's blog. You'll find anybody talking about anything that just decided they wanted to write something. And it may not be the right information, and you're going to miss out on this great opportunity because you got the wrong information. I don't want that to happen to you tonight, all right? So get more information or get started, all right? And I'm going to be so excited to see you guys on the inside of the Facebook group. I'm in there, and I'm going to be so excited, and I'm going to welcome you and everything, guys. So we're going to see you next week. I'm not sure if we have one Thursday, but if not, tomorrow we are having an opportunity webinar. So if you need, if you want to see this thing fully blown out, then get back with the person that invited you tonight, and they can invite you to the opportunity webinar where you can actually see Roger actually go live and show you how to, how we just copy and paste, how we just go out and find items and list them, guys. So, hey, thanks you for coming. It's the women on UOP rocking it out. Thanks, everybody. All right. Good night.
Good night.